Hello everybody and welcome to the Infoverse today. This is the Infomancer speaking. Today I am going to be sharing with you my opinion on marriage. I know there are a lot of people out there that very strongly believe in marriage. There are lots of marriages that end very happily. People grow old together, they die together, whatever. But there are also a lot of marriages that don't go well, and over 50% of marriages end in divorce because humans are not creatures that are meant to mate for life. If you look into nature, you will find some creatures that mate for life. Goose, swan, wolf, all these creatures mate for life, but humans are not one of them. If we were meant to mate for life, we wouldn't find almost every other person of the opposite sex attractive. It's just not the way that our minds would work. We would find very few people attractive, and one of those ones that we did find attractive we would approach. Hopefully they'd find us attractive too, and then we'd mate for life. We don't do that. We like to jump around from partner to partner. And so marriage it doesn't make a whole lot of sense in my mind. I always say jokingly, if I want to quit having sex with somebody, I'll just tell them. I don't need to buy them a ring and go through a ceremony. I don't need to do that. If I want to quit having a relationship with somebody, if I don't want to be physical anymore, no need for marriage. I'll just let you know. But really that's not the reason I don't believe in marriage, because I say it jokingly that if I want to quit having sex with somebody, I don't need to marry him for it, because a lot of times you hear about sexless marriages. But that's not really the real reason I don't believe in marriage. The reason is I don't think that humans are meant to mate for life. And a marriage, what it does is it makes it difficult to leave your partner. You spent a lot of money, bought a ring, and you had a beautiful ceremony, and that is great. That really is nice. I've seen some very beautiful weddings that were very moving. I understand wanting the memory and all that, and I can see all that much. However, to put yourself into a lifelong contract with somebody just doesn't really make sense to me. Do you really want to make a lifelong commitment? What if you love the person now, but in 20 years they change? People always change. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'm sure you're not the same person you were 5 years ago. And so who's to say you're going to love that person tomorrow, even if you would die for them today? And if you want to leave somebody, you should be able to just leave them. You shouldn't have to go through a big, long divorce process that takes years, and in the end, everybody's unhappy and hates each other because it's been court battles the entire time. If I want to leave somebody, I want to just be able to leave them. And if I love somebody, I don't need a ring to make me stay with them. I don't need a marriage certificate to make me stay with them. All I need is my love and knowing that they love me in return. So marriage just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. To me, it seems like a waste of money and a way to really complicate things between people. And it flabbergasts me why so many people want to get married. If you want to have a family, have kids, whatever, that's great. Yes, definitely do that. But why would you put yourself into a legally binding contract in a situation where you have no guarantee things are going to be great? It may seem like things will be great, but you don't know that they will. And I just don't see why you would say, yeah, let's go ahead and put a lifelong commitment into this. Yes, you should try to find the person you love and spend the rest of your life with them, but there's probably more than one. I mean, there's a reason there's so many marriages. There's a reason that we find so many people attractive. There is a reason that I'm saying we are not meant to be lifelong mates. We are meant to mate for a short amount of time and then move on to somebody else. As far as how long the children take, well, how often in nature do you see the man hanging around until the child's fully grown and ready to move on? Not too often. The man stays around for a short while. For us, it would be a few years until that kid is old enough to start doing chores and stuff and helping the mom out, and then we would leave. Now, this creates a lot of issues with our society, with everything running on money, and the man is supposed to bring the money in, and the wife's supposed to be the homemaker and whatever. So this could be an issue. You don't want to just be the deadbeat that just leaves because, oh, I wanted to go have sex with someone else and have a new family. So the way that we work is, of course, different than in nature, and so you should stay with your family if you have one. at least as long as it's a functional family, until you've run that family to completion, until your kids are grown. However, that's a commitment that you should really think about, and even if you do decide to make that commitment, I don't think that marriage should accompany it. It's an unnecessary problem, and it just creates a lot more stress than it's worth. You can be just as happy in a relationship without a certificate and without a ring as with it. And if you want the ring and you want the ceremony, you can still have all that. Just, I don't see why you would send it in and make it official with the government and just cause yourself so much headaches and problems down the line, or possible potential headaches and problems down the line. You don't, of course, expect your marriage to fail, but sometimes they do, and so rather than go into a marriage, expect your relationship not to fail, but don't sign any contracts or anything for in case it does fall through. Anyways, this is just my opinion on marriage. Sure, there are plenty of other people that have different opinions and will feel that mine's stupid, but that's okay. We all are entitled to the way we think and our own thoughts, and if you want to be wrong, that's fine by me. Anyways, thank you for tuning into the Infoverse today. I look forward to seeing you next time on whatever videos I come up with. You have a good one.